Number 9. Peter, in your last radio address, you said that pro-life people, if they were serious about the prevention of killing children, would not just talk about abortion, but would go to every military recruitment center in the country. Can you elaborate on what you mean by that and how exactly religion plays a role in pro-lifers against abortion, but not against war, as well as why the pro-life conservatives only preach about not killing infants, but seemingly don't care when you are 19 and perfect for the simply don't care when you are 19, perfect for the military, and perfect for the military to manipulate you. Sorry, I read that poorly. I think George Carlin put it best. I think if I remember his quote, the pro-life Christians want live babies so they can grow up to be dead soldiers. And that's a very coarse way to put it, but the thing is the logic is absolutely there. I've yet to see a religious organization of any kind, whether Judaistic or Christian or Islamic, ever step forward and promote one of their most cardinal doctrines in all of them, which has to do with the murder of another human being. Obviously, there's weird stuff in each one as far as justifying it, but generally speaking, at least in the Christian sense, thou shalt not kill. That's very straightforward, the Judeo-Christian sense. Obviously, no one really seems to care about that, do they, in the religious circles, in the established religious circles? And it's just a simple way to point it out. I think you already know, based on the way you write your question, what I'm talking about. Pro-life, in its practice concept, as far as babies, is a complete logical fallacy. War is by far the biggest killer it's by far the biggest irrational killer of people, especially this day and age. And you think that these organizations would step forward. Unfortunately, there's also this massive attribute of retribution and revenge that exists in all established religions. So it's, I guess, more convenient for them to target fetuses and claim their value as opposed to human beings that are actually in existence, that actually have real lives with relationships and engage in the environment. A fetus's only relationship is to its mother, and it's only the mother's decision to decide what to do with it. It's not the state's, no one else's. I think that should be clear enough. It's just sad that there's so much energy spent on that particular issue in these communities when, is a philosophical basis, if you cared about life, then you would be against so much of the establishment. If you were pro-life, you would want organic food. If you were pro-life, you would be against anything that has a negative attribute to your survival or the survival of somebody else. And that's the reality.